Hello YouTube, my name is Riley Halligan. I am a game developer based out of Chicago, Illinois, and I'm here to tell you all about a game I made for the Meatly Jam called I Need to Finish This Game. The Meatly Jam was a game jam hosted by webcomic The Meatly in April of 2015, and the goal of Meatly Jam was to create a game about creating a game. So I made a push your luck deck builder where players are trying to get the most arts, plays, and funds out of their game. It is a two-player card game that takes about half an hour, and the way it works is you start off by hiring a staff. You get a producer, which we see here, a designer, which we see here, and then you also get a coder and an artist. And each character has a certain number of hours that they can devote to your discipline. So after you have your staff together, you go into the dev phase. The dev phase is where you actually will be making your game. The dev phase is determined by a certain number of years off of a die roll. So if you roll a 4, then you have 4 rounds. And each round, what will happen is players will choose to devote a certain number of hours from each of their employees' disciplines in order to draw cards from that deck. So here we have a design deck, which means the designer can devote hours to the design deck in order to draw cards from there, and they will get funds. The artist will get you arts, the coders will get you plays, the designers will get you funds, and then the producers are a wild card. They might get you any one of the 3 disciplines or a combination thereof. You can also combine disciplines. So here we see design and art. So your artist would give hours towards this, and then your designer would give hours towards this, and you get to draw cards from this deck instead. So the goal of the game is to have the most arts, funds, and plays during the convention. After the development phase is done and you'll have a deck of cards, and then you go into the convention phase where you will flip over your cards, you will total the number of arts you have, the number of funds you have, and the number of plays you have. And then whichever player has 2 of the 3, the higher number between 2 of the 3, they will be declared the winner, and they'll have a better game than their opponent. Overall, it was a really fun game to make. I really liked the gameplay aspect of it, and I was able to actually create an instance where each staff member has a special trait, for lack of a better term. During the dev phase, they can do something. During the convention phase, they can do something. And then if you choose to not do either of those, then they'll have a passive. So that makes the gameplay a little bit more interesting and makes it a lot more skill-based than simply adding up hours and trying to get a bigger number than your opponent. So the Dropbox link to play the game, it's actually a Google Drive. The Google Drive link to play the game will be in the description. I hope you guys play it, check it out, and I hope you have fun. Thanks so much for watching.